All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to episode 13 of the Hustle Podcast. My name is John. I'm your host, and we got my co-host, Gabriel Arambula.
Yo, what up, world?
Yes, sir. All right, as you guys know, we keep it real. We talk about entrepreneurship, business, and we're here to add value. And the topic we have today is partnership dynamics, right? Whenever you have a business partner, or let's say you're working with somebody in the same office or just in like a same venture, right? Many times one person is insecure and they don't want their partner to outshine them. They would feel threatened by their level of like hard work, mindset, tenacity, and they feel like if they don't bring that person down, then they will not get an opportunity to rise. Right.
Yeah.
And it's also not just in partnerships. We see it everywhere in business,
Oh yeah.
in the office,
I
right?
mean,
There's
in
like
in
competition,
life,
yeah,
in life, and like it's not even so much always that someone may feel that they have to put someone down, but I feel that there's times where individuals feel as if they need to like work extra hard because there's another top performer in the realm, and it is an adversarial position or perspective versus a motivational perspective. So I'll give you an example. Like, if you are on, let's say, a sales team, and you have another top performer, you're a top performer, you have another top performer, and you know I look at that as like I love it. I'm
yeah.
like, dude, I see that person grinding, I see them hustling, I see them winning. That motivates me to do better for myself.
Oh yeah. Shows you what's
Whereas
possible too.
shows you
You
what's
know?
possible,
Yeah.
and it keeps you on your toes. Whereas there could be the view and the perspective of like, oh, I got to make sure I do better than so and so,
Mm.
or oh, so and so just walked in the room, I need to sound more intelligent than them. um
Yeah.
which is, I think, a toxic trait and mindset
Mm.
that stifles growth and
Oh yeah.
productivity, and it really does damage to the soil, aka culture, in an environment. And when it comes to partnership dynamics or dynamics on teams, dynamics in relationships, it comes down to a few different things that I ironically discovered on a phone call with one of my business partners. And, we've been recording content, we've been doing TikTok lives, real estate and lending. I'll answer lending questions, and she'll answer real estate questions. And I'm helping her promote her real estate and lending business while I help elevate and promote my wholesale bank business. And one of the things that her daughter mentioned was that my business partner Ice and I have a very good dynamic when we're on video, when we're talking to people, and when we're recording content. And um, I came to the conclusion that that dynamic that we have, it's really derived from our motives or our intention. And at the core of our intention, we just want to do good and help people. We want to add value to people. We want to help individuals who didn't think they could buy a home and experience the benefits of home ownership. And we do that by sharing information, sharing actual scenarios and stories. And it was great. I mean, even on the last TikTok live we did, we got a great lead, first time home buyer, 100% financing, which is a deal that our wholesale bank could fund. So, again, going back to the business dynamic and why Ice and I work well together, it's similar to why John and I work well together. The core of our motives and intentions are just to add value. to
Mm-hmm.
individuals, to people out there that could benefit from any of the information that we share, the stories, the examples, the realities that we share. And when it comes to having a dynamic partnership or a dynamic business, making sure that your culture is enriched with the mentality and the mindset of abundance, that
Mm.
there is more than enough for everyone to eat and have seconds.
Mm-hmm.
And I know even right now in my business, I'm experiencing that. John's bearing witness to that. I wish there were 2, 3, or 4 of me right now. But again, when it comes to having a business that is flourishing and overall a life that is flourishing, coming from an abundance mindset, knowing that there's more than enough for everyone, helps foster those dynamic partnerships. Because now, instead of me and John being here on this podcast or doing whatever we do, thinking, oh, I got to be better than John, I got to sound
Yeah.
smarter than John, and John thinking like, oh, I got
Mm-hmm.
to sound smarter than Gabe. Oh, I just learned this. Let
Mm-hmm.
me drop this little knowledge bomb
Yeah.
so I can outshine Gabe today. Like those are those thoughts do not even like cross our mind, and they're not even the same
Mm-hmm.
galaxy as our mind space. And
Yeah.
that's what's enabled us in the past week. We've recorded, this is the 13th
Yeah.
podcast.
Episode 13.
13 podcasts
Just getting started.
in 1 week
Mm-hmm.
on Spotify, on YouTube, and we haven't even started cranking out the content derived
Clips.
from these podcasts.
Oh yeah.
This social media clips, the copy,
Mm-hmm.
the
Copywriting. Yep. Writing
everything.
ads.
And I'll tell you right now, my guy right here is the genius, the brainchild behind producing this. I'm just hanging out drinking coffee.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm
I
just
mean,
hanging out drinking coffee, dude.
yeah. I mean, besides that, bro, like
And I need a sip.
it's like we're a whole team, right? You know how you mentioned like how people would try to one up somebody, right? They would try to one up them, right?
Yeah.
But the reason why like we work really well together, and also you with it was who was it again?
Ice. Yeah.
Ice, right? It's because the mindset we have is it's not what can I like how can I be better than you? It's like how can I empower you
Yeah.
so you can empower me? And it's like bouncing back and
That's
forth,
it.
right? It's
Yeah.
like because two minds are better than one. Like why would you want the other person's mind to be weaker than yours? Why? Right? Just so you can be better. But you don't realize that's counterintuitive. It's like it's a
Mhm.
counter effect. It's like
100%.
you're only as strong as your weakest link,
Yeah.
right? For you, Gabe, like I always want to see you win. That's why I always push you, hold your ass accountable, so
Thank you.
you can hold myself accountable, and then we can keep holding each other
Mhm.
accountable,
And we keep growing.
and we keep growing.
We're elevating
Yeah,
each other. It's kind of like
yeah,
if you could picture two people climbing up a hill or a mountain, and one person goes up and gets their footing, lifts a hand down, brings the other person up, pushes the other person up to the higher level, and then that person at the higher level now reaches down to the other person, pulls them up to their
mm-hmm.
level, pushes them up one more level, and then that person reaches their hand down and brings that person up. And that's the cycle that anyone who wants to experience
Yeah,
a life that's prospering, that's fulfilled, that's abundant, that's flourishing, that's kind of the MO. And that's what I know I strive to do, we strive to do, and like and I love it. And maybe it does feed my ego a little bit. So what if it does?
so what?
You know what I mean? Like
Good, you know.
yeah, like is there what's bad about that?
Mhm.
Helping people.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it's like, bro. Whenever I see people around me win, there's so I could think two things. One of two things, right? I got either think, oh shit, I'm fucked, these guys are gonna take
threatened. You could feel threatened.
these guys are
Fight or flight.
Fight or flight. Yeah, these guys are gonna take all the business, right? The other thoughts that I can have or participate in is, oh shit, if these guys can do it, I can do it too. If these guys are winning, oh shit, I can learn from them. I can learn from them. I want to see them keep winning so I can keep learning more and more and more. Right? It's like, dude, we have more than enough in this world, right? For every single person.
Yeah.
And if you look at things, right, like the most successful companies or just anything like sports, competition, contest, whatever, no one's ever done it alone by themselves. Like if you're trying to bring someone down, if you're trying to, if you feel threatened by someone for rising up, you're probably the kind of person that is doing
we don't want you on our team.
Yeah, it's like
sorry, I had to say it.
You're good. It's like you're doing things by yourself, but you can only go so far by yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's like if you want to go fast, you go alone. If you want to go far, you go together as a team, because like each person
adds value, brings something to the team. Like, we're all different.
Yeah, we're all different. It's like they have their own skills that when you literally put together, it creates a whole.
I'll give you a perfect example.
Business. Wait, real quick though.
Yes, put a ball on that because I have something that ties into that. It's deep.
You look at your body, right? We have organs. We have our cells. We got blood vessels, veins. We got neurons. They're all communicating. Every single one. The liver is not like, oh shit, the brain is working too much. I feel threatened. I might just,
it's a symbiotic relationship.
I'm not gonna help the brain, or the brain is, I'm not gonna give the stomach or whatever the fuck signal.
I gotta outshine the big toe.
Yeah, that's right, the fucking big toe. It's like.
Your right eye is like, man, I gotta make sure I do better than the big toe, because the big toe might try to take my position.
Oh shit!
It sounds funny, right? But that's how people think.
Yeah, bro. But like, you think about it. Every single organ, if one fails, the entire body dies. You die, right?
And that's like an organization, a business relationship, a business partnership. And when you were talking about those partnerships elevating one another, like the analogy I was giving, perfect example is with ICE doing these podcasts now, or doing these TikTok lives. We're doing them in Spanish.
That's next level, bro.
You heard me. I'm talking on Spanish on these podcasts. Like basically like 95% of my words are in Spanish on TikTok live. Talk about getting pushed outside of your comfort zone. But if my business partner didn't push me to do that, push me, like she's like I don't even think she told me the first time, because we've done it more than once.
Yeah.
And they've gone well. She's just like in Spanish, like not even giving me a warning, bro. And I'm like, but you know what?
Yeah.
The thing is, again, fight or flight. There's folks that would get scared or intimidated by that.
Run away.
Guys like us, we're like, okay, new challenge. All right, challenge accepted. I'm gonna go out. I'm gonna leave it all on the field. I'm gonna try my best. Like even last night, dude. Like I was skating, and skate park lights. One of them go off. They go off in a sequence. Like it's like a 10-minute warning or whatever.
Yeah.
First light goes off. I'm like, dang. All right, I gotta land this trick. Challenge accepted. Lights are shutting off, and what I do, I land the trick, bro. I actually landed two of them, front side flips.
Yeah.
But again, like challenge accepted, and so back to the point that you made in regards to these dynamic relationships growing one another, being mutually beneficial and symbiotic. That is what took place, and it is taking place right now between us, with ICE, in the office. Like even yesterday, Dawson, I was getting a little lazy. Hey, we don't need to get into details. I was getting a little lazy, but Dawson was like, yo, G, just handle it, bro. You got this. Get it done today.
Take care of that.
If you do it tomorrow, now you got weekend, you got Saturday, you got Sunday, and it's like that accountability from high level performers So
That's
shout
good.
out to my homie Dawson.
Yeah.
And that's another reason why, and I thought of this too when you're talking, why I wanted to come back into the office. It is for that accountability, iron sharpens iron, different
Proximity.
perspectives,
Mm-hmm.
proximity to other A players is what is going to help me elevate my game. And that is the opposite of the mindset that is fearful. The
Mm-hmm.
fearful mindset says, hey, you know what? I don't want to be around these people, these top performers.
Oh,
You know,
I feel threatened.
they might see all
What?
my flaws.
What?
Well, hey, listen, here is all my flaws. I hope
Yeah.
you see them, and I hope you call me out on them
Mm-hmm.
because I want to get better.
Oh yeah.
And I want to hear your perspective. I want your advice. I want to know what you think about this situation. How should I approach this challenge and this
So
obstacle?
good.
Because chances are you've experienced things different than me, and you're going to have a different perspective that I don't have, that's going to add value to me in one way, shape, or form. And I might not take your advice, but I sure as heck will appreciate it,
Mm-hmm.
because when I have it, I'm that much more better of an individual and can add more value to others. And that is why we are where we're at doing what we're doing, because not only do we want to give, but by proximity,
Mm-hmm.
we naturally and inherently receive. And the more that we give by nature,
Mm-hmm.
without force, we naturally receive more. And it's a symbiotic relationship,
Mm-hmm.
because it's an ecosystem.
It's interconnected. Every single thing is interconnected. Bro, what you were sharing was fucking fire, dog. That's just so good. I'm like, damn. And then damn. Yo, what the fuck?
We got this, bro. It's
Yeah.
just, and again, it all comes back to motives, bro. It's like,
Oh yeah.
it's to the heart. Like, what's your intention, bro?
Yeah. It's
Like,
like
with everything, bro. Like, man, again, and I know I say this a lot, but I honest to God, I just love people, dude. And like, even like last night, bro, when I'm at the skate park, I was in my car leaving, and I look in the back seat, and I got like 4 cases of water.
yeah.
I got a bunch of skaters that just finished skating hard, that are all drenched,
Mm-hmm.
sitting down, like, I think drinking beers and stuff. And I'm like, dude, I should offer them some water. Like, it crossed my mind.
Yeah.
And how many times does something good cross our mind, but something tells us not to do it?
Mm.
What if every time we thought about doing good, we actually did it because
Just
it's
execute
good,
right away.
right?
Like
And
just
so
do it.
I did that.
Yeah.
And my motives behind that were to just give water to people that were probably thirsty.
You were giving as like to receive.
But
You
not
probably would
even
water too.
well, like
Or
yeah,
treat
people
others
like
how
what?
you want to
Yeah,
treat
oh
yourself.
yeah,
Yeah.
bingo. Because I
Yeah.
would have been stoked. Like, if I was skating thirsty, had no water, and someone came up with water, I'd be like, yes, please. So I did
Oh
that,
shit, yeah.
and my motives were pure behind that. But then, also the other mindset, the opposite mindset, right? The yin and yang, or whatever you want to call it, but I shouldn't call it that. But the opposite mindset would be like, oh, why is he giving us water? Like, what does this person
What is
want in
his
return? What are his
hidden
motives? What is
attention? Hidden
agenda? What's the hidden agenda?
ulterior
But
motives.
there
You know?
and that's the thing. There is no ulterior motive, and I think when we approach situations from or any perspective or a conversation, with no ulterior motives and good intent, pure intentions, let's say, um, the outcome and the product is good. So I have to say, I don't know, bro.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro, this shit is phenomenal. It's like to get ahead in life, right? To be successful, to make a lot of money, to just maximize potential on this earth, you have to give.
You have to give.
You got to give, and you want to see others win because they're living in the exact same world you're living in. Why not see everyone win? Because when they win, guess what?
It just makes things better.
Guess who you're around?
Yeah.
You're around winners. And guess what that creates? More winners.
Yeah.
Right?
You're the average of the 5 people you're around with the most. So why
Yeah.
not around yourself with the best of the best people? And again, just going to our team, our sales team, our account executive team, our sales team here at the lender. um, I feel that we have like high caliber individuals,
Oh yeah, we have a lot.
I feel that that is something that is enabling us to perform and stay hungry and motivated. And man, I love it. Like even like with skateboarding, you would, some people would be intimidated to skate with people that were better than them, but I loved it because when I skated with them, I got better.
That's right. That's how we do it.
When you play basketball with people that are really good, that are better than you get better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, A players want to surround themselves with A players. I would rather be by myself than be with, subpar people.
Oh,
But
one.
we have that choice, though,
Mm-hmm.
right?
1000%, bro. Like proximity, it's freaking huge, right? When you're like you said, you are who you hang around with. Like you are the average of the five guys you hang around with, right? Because it's human nature to want to like fit in and to be like those around us, right? So when you hang around five losers, you're gonna want to be the sixth loser, so you don't feel uncomfortable or left out. Whereas when you hang
Yeah.
around five winners, guys who are crushing it, getting up early in
Yeah,
the morning,
handling it.
taking
Yeah.
care of themselves, having an amazing mindset, like doing more, like working 12-hour days, like and just fucking crushing it. Don't you think you're gonna want to crush it too? Like what the fuck?
And they hold you
And they
accountable.
hold you accountable,
Like last night, I love it. Like we're
and it's natural
driving.
too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're getting home, and I'm complaining about all the calls I have to make, and just how it's so overwhelming, and like, man, woe is me. I got this business, and
Yeah.
and um
And what?
John goes, he says, so why don't you make the calls? and,
So why don't you just
and
call
I'm
them?
like, yeah, you're right, bro. So I start, so what I do, I start making the calls, sending the messages back, and like,
Boom.
I was sending messages till like almost midnight last night, communicating, doing business, and I, f- I, f- I feel like I feel better. I have another phone call to make, and it's probably going to be a little bit of a not a tough, kind of a tough conversation, but it's a needed conversation, and I'll feel even better when I get that done. But I got so much else done, and
That's
and
how
I
we do
felt
it.
better. So again, other scenario: what if John was a loser and he said, "Yeah, you know what, Gabe? Forget those calls. Let's go to the bar and grab a beer. You can make those calls tomorrow, or you don't even need
That
to make those calls, right?" What if
disgusting.
he said that? I probably would have been like, "Yeah, dude, let's go grab a beer, bro. Let's go get a beer, some
Fuck
appetizers,
that.
bro. We'll just chill." But no, what I do, I went home. I'm on the road. I'm making calls, sending messages. I get home. I get dinner warmed up for the kids. I knock some stuff out on the laptop, and then I'm like, "All right, dude, I'm gonna go skate. My legs are sore, but you know what? I know that if I just get out there, I don't even need to do tricks. If I go out there and I roll around, I'm gonna feel better." But what I do, I go
Mm-hmm.
out there, I roll around, I shred, bro. I'm ripping, dude. I'm like,
Yeah. And
because why? Because why, dude? When I go to the skate park, what do I see? I see other people ripping,
ripping that
and I'm
shit.
like,
Mm-hmm.
all right, bro. I want to bust some stuff out too, and so I did. And it's like that's life, man. And it's the integration
Yeah.
of wanting and being hungry to do better and be better and excel at any and everything you do. Because the last thing I want is to die and for anyone to say, "Shit, Gabe could have done and been so much more." I want to go out in a freaking ball of flames, knowing that I've given every ounce of everything that I have to everything that I'm doing. And if you think otherwise, well, you can go pound sand. Because if I feel confident
That's
and
right.
know that that's my reality, I'm good with that. I don't need anyone else's approval. I don't want anyone else's opinions. You can keep them to yourself. You can share them. I can give two rips about any of it. But I know that here and now, anything and everything that I love and enjoy, I'm trying my best to put all my heart into. And anything that I'm missing out on and I'm not putting 100% of my heart and soul into, I'm working on it. And I know where my areas of opportunity are. And my goal is to get better there. And I plan on doing so by surrounding myself with the right people that will hold me accountable to my goals when it comes to life and business. Because again, I have a belief that there is no separation, just integration between life and business. And when we're able to fully optimize that integration, we're fully able to optimize our life as a whole and truly live a fulfilled and abundant life.
How you do anything is how you do everything, right?
Yes,
And
so true.
What I'll add as well. Great share, by the way.
Thanks,
Like,
bro.
what I'll add earlier, like when you mentioned you had like a bunch of like calls to make, like a bunch of different tasks you gotta do, but you were tired, and I just told you like just make the calls, right?
Oh,
You felt better. You felt a lot better. And what I mentioned,
I didn't want to hear it.
he didn't want to hear it. And like when you put things off, right? When you're really tired, you're like, okay, I'm really tired. I had a long day. I should relax.
I had a long day.
I
What? You work 7 hours? You had a long day. You work 7 hours?
It's like I should relax, right? But in those moments, like what you got to do, and then when you don't actually do them, you feel horrible. You feel a lot worse, right? And like literally, things start piling up. Life starts getting worse. It gets more chaotic. However, when you actually do the things that you don't want to do, that you should be doing, like we mentioned earlier in power, it frees up more bandwidth, frees up more space. You feel more accomplished, and guess what? Today you feel better, right?
You do.
It's just action. Like I don't want to work out. I still work out. I don't want to wake up 4 or 5 in the morning. I still wake up. I don't want to stay till fucking 6 p.m. for work. I'm tired as shit. But guess what? We stay till 6, right? That's because we have a goal. We have a vision. We know what we want out of life. We want to maximize it, right?
100%.
Whether it's maximizing it here, or whatever business we get into down the line, we never know. But whatever we do, maximize it. Take the action.
Yo, I just realized I forgot to book the podcast room this morning, and someone just walked in, so they might have it. So we probably should put a bow on it.
Okay, for sure. All right, for sure. All right, cool, guys.
I might be wrong. Might be a false flag. But I'd rather err on the side of grace, and I think we got a good amount of.
We got great content.
I got enough off my chest. This counseling session was great, John.
I
appreciate it. I appreciate it. Send me the invoice. And I'll go ahead and make sure to crumble it up and throw it in the trash.
All right, cool. If you guys enjoyed the podcast, episode 13, leave a comment, leave a like, share it with your friends if you guys gain value. See you guys tomorrow.
Yeah.